What's on the agenda today, everybody? It's Wednesday.
Grace knows.
We've got
Happy
an
Wednesday.
outside only of a house here in Lakewood, and then an in and out in a house a couple cities over.
So we in and out and an
it's one of
exterior
those things
only.
where I'm capable of handling it if Craig wants to divide and conquer, but if he wants to get out in the field, we can make it all work.
Lovely.
Yes.
It's kind of one of those things.
Speaking of lovely, happy lovely Wednesday, happy wacky Wednesday. What is up? It's your boy Goo, Jason Goo Gulick. I am joined by my co-host Mark Dietz Klodzinski. I am also joined by Fred,
Morning.
Bob, and Floyd, who decided that right now is when they want to start barking and raising hell.
I'm going to start by saying, shut up, Fred.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up,
Actually,
dog.
Fred-
I'm trying to do a show
Fred's-
here. What's wrong with you?
Fred's actually just sitting here politely, just being a nice, beautiful dog. He's not even barking. It's Floyd and
I'm
Bob.
not even doing anything bad.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
good.
like, bro, all I want is the ball. So yeah, we're just hanging out in the backyard, but we're joined by our guests today. Everybody knows Craig and Grace. Rolling with the Window Cleaner Museum is going to be in full effect at the two upcoming conventions. We've got one coming up in August, the Huge, and then we've got one coming up in February of 27, which is the IWCA PWNA. But thank you for joining us today on this Wacky Wednesday, Mr. Craig Hensel and Grace Nugent.
Yeah.
Thank you. Should
Thank
give them a
you.
round of
Clapping.
applause.
I gave an earlier round of applause. You know what?
He's been applauding the whole time, and
Look,
there
like
comes the
Oreo.
excitement. Right, get the
Yeah.
ball. Get the
Yeah,
ball.
he's got it. He's
Here
like,
we
there
go.
it is.
Well,
There it is.
I
So
want.
good morning, everybody. What's shaking, guys?
It's a beautiful day today. So much is going on, but it is July. We have gone past the 250th celebration, and you know what that means, don't you?
No, that means we're 251 now.
America needs a
No.
spanking.
Oh, come on.
250 swats.
No, Deeds, can you bring it up on your phone? Can you bring the song up? And can you do this? I learned this on the drum.
Oh, yeah, you can play it.
Little drummer
I can't
boy.
play video due to copyright
Oh,
strikes.
gotcha. If
I can
anybody
hum it.
knows the words to Little Drummer Boy, you sing along. I'm going to play the drums. I'll learn in July, right?
You got it.
Bum,
You guys, I didn't know if you had a Christmas in July portion of any of the episodes in July, so I'm going to give everybody a little Christmas in July. Little Drummer Boy on the drums. I took some time to learn this. Somebody sing.
I don't know the words.
Hold on.
I don't either. I didn't take the time to learn them. But there you go. You get the idea.
Yeah, we'll do like a Bing Crosby slash.
Me and
what's
my
his name?
drum.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. A little Christmas in July music for everybody who
Rum,
tunes
pum,
in now or
pum,
later.
sure.
But yeah, I felt I had to get that out of the way. I needed to do a little jam.
we needed music in the episode this morning. Thank you for that, Craig.
Yeah, you're
We just
welcome.
wish that Bing Crosby and David Bowie had prepared before that. They did a collab back in the 70s, whatever.
Mother
Well,
fudging.
We could have Grace potentially. You can create virtual David Bowie and Bing Crosby and come and hang out with me.
I can't do that. I don't have.
She's like, now you're talking magic.
Yeah. And I think it's just going to have to be next time somebody else, you're going to have to learn the words, join us, sing along. I took the time to learn the drums on that. It's a pretty complex song. When you're it's all about timing and those two wordsmiths on that timing of drumming, it brings it to a elevated level.
Right. Does bring it to an elevated level. Anyway, I just shared. First of all, I'm going to say congratulations on getting the 501c3 for the Rolling with the Window Cleaner Museum. That makes you bona fide. That sets you guys up for success and allows for more doors to open for you guys.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I mean, we got a deep dive right into that. There's so much to talk about with that. Scott, we were talking to Scott. I've been talking, we've been messaging with him about the IWCA convention. They've secured a booth for us.
Cool.
It looks like from the, I don't know. That's basically what we know. We've got a booth. Scott, being a 501c3, it's a serious thing. You don't want to mess around. It's just like our business models, playing the drums and having some fun up here in the Trocadero Lounge, escaping. But when it gets to the business and this nonprofit, it's some serious stuff, folks. It is some serious stuff, a lot of work. We brought in, I think everybody's heard, we brought in Jessica Battle. We have to have 3 people to have a board for a nonprofit to be a 501c3. We brought her in, and Scott had sent a name. You remember the gentleman's name? Mark Bennett?
Yes.
And he's a guy that's going to help us. Grace is going to contact him. He's really going to help Grace and Jessica and I understand exactly what limits, the boundaries, what we can and cannot do. It is something that we have to take very seriously to keep this going. But when we, like anything else, once we learn and we understand and create that system and move on from there, we have to have that party in place. The Goondeeds coffee and sticker exchange is the party, the museum. That's the hard work. We put all that together. And you know what? It sounds like with that competition, the way they got that set up, I think from what I've been hearing, this place, the convention center,
it's going to be 2 nights this time.
Well, Michael Draper showing off all of those things that they did, I don't know, what was it? The teddy bear stuff, the water.
Oh,
the promos they did, the milkshake,
the human claw thingy, all that stuff. Gosh, just talking about that, watching all the videos
at the resort.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's by Austin, but this, as they, I'm looking into this, but watching all the podcasts everybody's been having about that, I'm like, oh my gosh. Those guys went and scouted his location, posted the videos. If you have not seen those videos for the IWC, it's not Austin, but what is the town?
I have to look. I can check.
Round Rock?
Right.
Round Rock.
But that's
Round Rock. It's like 20 miles north.
That looked amazing though. But just to have the museum, knowing like you guys are going, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You guys.
Oh, yeah.
Museum,
We're going to go. We'll be there covering all that fun.
The trade show floor, the speed contest, all those different, I don't know. That's it. It's fresh on our minds because we just found out that we're able to have a booth there that's been donated, I think is the way to say it. Is that?
Yeah.
I got to be careful how I say some stuff, I guess. That's what we're going to learn.
Also, got me thinking, does the huge convention do a speed competition as well?
No, that's the difference. That's
no,
they don't. They don't really jump in there at all.
Yeah, that one is going to be. You know what? That's why I wish I was able to bring my truck. It's going to have to be a new truck because I'm going to get a new truck and I'm going to rebuild it. But that's where we're out in the parking lot enjoying that kind of stuff because the huge is all about the classes, your business structure. That's the office, the trade show. But it gives you that opportunity. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's all going to be great. Both the things, the 2 events are similar but different. But the one thing that makes them both unique and wonderful is the people that are in attendance. Is basically what Craig's saying right now. Well, it's going to be great to be able to see everybody. Halfway through, well, not halfway, 8 months into the year, but about 6 months since the last time we saw everyone. So it's a great way to break the year up into 2 parts for all of us in the window cleaning industry. Some of us have slow times in August. Some of us have slow times in February. If your slow time just so happens to be in August, then take your happy ass out to the huge. If your slow time is in February, take your happy ass out to the IWCA. It doesn't matter when your slow time is or what's going on. Get your butt to one of these events because they can change your life. That's the important thing, right?
Yeah. And we, within what those entities are doing, like the parties and the gatherings that we have, oh boy, I'm looking forward to both. We're already, the road trip down to Orlando again and back, we're already looking where are we going to stop. We'll put out a notice. Anybody in that area, if we can hook up and hang out, we'll try to make that happen along the way. It's tough when you're bringing a museum to these places, but when I'm looking at going to down to Austin, that's up for us from up here in Ohio all the way down there. What Texas alone is a 1-day drive.
Hours.
So let's talk about this because August is next month, dude. Like we're 7 weeks away from the huge. You're gonna take a van or a truck or whatever it is.
You rent a van.
Okay, so you're gonna mob a van down. Which route are you taking? How are you getting there? You guys taking 2 vehicles? Are you guys gonna do one? How'd that work out last time? Did you learn a lesson, Grace?
No, it worked out really well because you think about it, when we're driving for work, Craig's driving, I'm navigating, so that's our like natural flow anyway.
Okay.
And honestly, we found what were the stories. We listened to some of the window cleaning podcasts while we're driving, but you've got to break it up a little bit. That's a lot of driving. So we found there was stories that you listened to.
Radio reruns, their old talk radio, Orson Welles.
Yeah, like
Shadow Knows.
Stuff like that.
So we listened to that. I found a bunch of them on Spotify and YouTube.
The Shadow.
Yeah, and then
Eddie Stewart goes back to the day. He goes back further than that to the days when they were throwing rocks against the wall in the cave, and that was television.
Nice.
But also like
reminds me of my childhood.
There you go. Last time when we went to the IWCA in February, I kind of like vlogged, took a bunch of pictures of our trip down, our experience there, and then our trip back. So I want to do that again. And I learned some things along the way the first time. So now I have a better idea of what and how I want to capture that footage this time around to make it better. So I'm looking forward to it. I also like road trips. So
it's interesting because we both learned things on that trip, on each of the trips we've done, because the museum, this sprang up. It just sprang. I mean, it was talked about back at Branson, the huge Branson, when Thad and when Chris had it, back then, and it kind of took some time to materialize into something actual. But learning how to pack, the space you have in a rental, U-Haul rental van is what we used. But learning how to pack that space so that everything is, we got the display case, glass, just the glass in the display case. You have to make sure that gets there without breaking, and it is, we have expanded in some ways. We could take up 4 spaces instead of 1 with what we have, choosing what's going to go and how to, packing it up is really the most difficult. Organizing it and getting it.
It is the biggest game of Tetris that you can ever imagine. But we also have to be careful because some of these things are delicate in nature.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But we'll end up building, down the road as we develop this out. Like she says, she learns more along the way. So I'm actually going to end up building like rolling crates that store these things for us in a way that, there are different things we have to, it's tough. We've never done this before. So we learn a lot along the way, but thank goodness we can divide and conquer. We brought in Jessica, and she's like it's weird. The 2 of us work together on certain things. Her and Jessica will work more on that. When looking into like the business side, the charity side, the donation side, any of that stuff, the following the rules, they'll both really learn that, teach me. I'm the one that's going to be, building the crates to pack stuff. I set up the displays, and then we all Jessica's going to come out in the next few weeks. Or so. Actually, a couple of weeks, we're out of town into Indiana, and then after that, she's going to try to come down, and the 3 of us will set up. She'll see all of the stuff we have, and she is one of, in my opinion, she's one of the next great collectors. There's several collectors out there, but she's one of the next up and coming great collectors, and she's with the museum now. So, you never want anything to happen, but if something ever happened to me, she'll take over the collecting role, and the strengths that we can divide and conquer. Grace can stay business. We can all kind of do everything, but when somebody has a passion like she does for collecting, that's a real big asset for the museum.
Well, and sometimes the more
articles.
Go ahead, Deeds.
I was gonna say, you need articles and pieces to show and represent, from the past. I saw you just recently got like a chair from early 1900s or so.
Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
Oh my gosh!
Like
wow, you know what? That's a whole thing. People, this is another thing to understand. I guess why it's we have to celebrate on our side both conventions because the connectivity to window cleaning, and try to make ourselves available to both. And when we do that, going to the Huge and the IWCA, we work very hard to present different showings each time.
Yeah.
And now you're going to see some of the same stuff kind of filter through, but after, like at the IWCA, there's some stuff that we've had in that's coming out, and the IWCA is kind of like a turnaround. There'll be, how do you talk about that without giving away stuff? I mean, we have added so much stuff, belts, the safety chair. We have added and are working on a display with an old Bosun chair with hemp rope. I mean, we're going to work with Scott and Noah Peterson to get a date put on the chair. It's oak. And I mean, this thing it's impressive in hand. And so what's going to happen with that chair is we're going to get all the rest of the rigging, the block and tackle, everything has to be hemp rope and period correct. And we're going to have that as a mini display that's hanging there so you can actually see how it's set up and what they would have used. And we're talking, I mean, this could be late 1800s, early 1900s. Mm-hmm. So, you're going all the way back. And when that's the thrill of it, is that research. When you find the rest of the pieces, you're able to put that together mechanically. That's my side. The research into and finding any kind of paperwork that can go with these artifacts. We're going to call these artifacts because that's what they
call them
are.
Articles. I meant artifacts. Yeah.
But articles to go with the artifacts. Yeah. But that's a lot goes into it, but it's so exciting because we have so much stuff. We cannot bring everything to every show, and it's going to be crazy. Our new design for this huge convention is the movement through the booth is going to be like nothing we've done yet.
If you go onto the Huge Convention's website and you look at their floor plan, you can see where we're at, and we are right across from the bar.
But it's
a great area to hang out.
A good place.
But another opportunity to have a corner. So this will be the third convention, and we've had 2 corners and an inside. So we're boxed in, and that
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
What's that?
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Well, you know what?
In this instance, we want to be able to.
Yeah, this baby wants to be in the corner.
corner.
It gives, for the museum to be in a corner in a 10 by 10, it presents us with the ability to create better flow in and out, so folks don't feel so cramped and crowded. And it just the design that we have for the Huge is going to be incredible. I'm so excited about that. But then we've already started working on the design for the IWCA, and depending when we hear where we're going to be and which spot we're going to be, we'll be able to execute either design anyway, but it just depends. And when we do find out, it's the ability to almost try to keep 2 walls open, if that makes sense. Just
you want to be able to have an in and an out, like a flow, or I know what you mean.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
It's
an entrance and an exit, not an in and then get stuck and then you have to back out.
Yeah, you're wheedling around. So you're trying. That's it. The flow. You got to get into the flow, man. You got to get the flow going, and we're all about the flow, Craig. Now, Grace, I think she might want to say something here about some yearbook photos.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if you guys, boom, there it is.
I made a handful of posts. We're putting together something fun. So if you have a WCR shirt and can take a picture similar to these examples here, email them over
Look,
to
there's the prez.
cleaner@gmail.com and you can be included on it.
Patty.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
gonna make
yes,
that
do
into
that,
a banner. So part of what we want to do, introduce into the museum that we've been talking about, is these banners are fun things that we can do and include people now. These are it's a window cleaner museum. It's not a window cleaning museum. It's a window cleaner. This is us. It's the people and the tools we use. It's but the banners give us an easier way to just show off everybody that wants to be shown off right now. Hey, we're proud of who we are. We work hard, and we want to celebrate them in the museum. And of course, with the WCR shirts, they've been our sponsor, and love them to pieces for everything they've done to help us get to where we're at with this. Because without that initial support right there, between them and you guys, everybody, not Goo and Deeds, you guys, Goo and Deeds, and
everybody watching, all the window cleaners.
Because all of you, that's what the passion that I have, and she's the grounding. I'm going crazy with this stuff in all directions, and she's making sure that. That I needs a dot, that T needs
focus.
To be crossed here, and period, point blank, But the business, to let the passion thrive. But it's the IWCA display, to get back to that real quick and get off that, but it is what I envision there with the chair setup and both those safety chairs, because the window safety seat is when Grace, you want to explain the ways they used to skin the cat, clean the big buildings at Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, the tall buildings started in Chicago.
Yeah.
So you want to explain that a little bit?
These chairs really didn't have any safety on them at all whatsoever.
Well, the buildings, though, they didn't have any ways to clean. So what were the ways? The chairs, the bosun chair, and the window safety seat. Were there any other ways that you found?
The belts.
The belts to get to the windows way up on the tall buildings.
Hang it. That scares me. I don't know if I can do that 300 times, like on each window on every floor, just clicking outside and then leaning back. Jesus.
So, you're talking on the belt. Now, Grace, talk about the window safety seat a little bit so they could try to get it scare the crap out of you.
Yeah, it goes in and kind of rests on the sill. What is the word I'm looking for? My brain's going Archimedes, but that's not right.
There's like a pivot point.
It uses
like a lever.
Leverage.
Boom.
Leverage. That's the word I wanted.
It comes down.
Yeah.
And the arm braces, and on the back side here is a piece that grabs.
And so
and you shut the window on it, and you stand on it, and you're not hooked into anything.
You're just standing on the
leverage shelf. Leverage shelf.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So
it's kind of like a counterbalance, like the old school rigs for drops.
Do you want to run down and grab it?
It's like a counterweight.
She's gonna go grab it real quick, so we can.
They had like an outdoor play set for children who were like 2 months old. They would put like a basket outside the window, like of a building, and then put their baby in it. It's like that kind of the same concept. Like pray for your life that everything is installed and working correctly.
Now think about this though. They're out there basking in the sun. I think that was during one of those plague, viral, whatever, Black Death eras, tuberculosis, something. Keep them out in that sun, and birds are crapping on them. The cars are driving by, pollution, emphysema, thing.
Exactly. Healthy.
Not very healthy. But bird fecal matter on infants is not good. Cat fecal matter, snake fecal. Keep it away from the cats, the birds, everything. Keep the kids
That's
away.
how you get Hawkman.
So here is this is a bit heavy. And now this it's made out of a hard wood, so you can see. I'm going to show you down here where my hand is. You see the
teak, baby.
Yeah, so that sits
Yep.
right there on the inside.
Yep.
And you see how that has metal teeth.
Yeah.
Right. Here, you hold
If I
that
hold my
side.
hand.
I'll hold this.
And if I
Yeah, Vanna waited. See, Vanna waited.
Yeah, I'm
No,
trying.
no,
to,
Vanna in the front. Vanna waited. There you go.
yeah, but I was holding my hand and you can see it better.
Yeah, but these teeth right here, so this metal slides, and then you can adjust with the teeth to the window until this jumps in
Until it clicks, right?
and clamps you on to the parapet, basically, of the window. If you're thinking
I have
from
enough-
the roof,
Yep.
so like that. So that's the basic idea around it, and it's got a crusty old brochure right here. They show it on houses and stuff. Now we need to either restore that brochure, but we're trying to find the actual a replica of it so that we can have literature to go along, pictures and everything. We'll have this will be a display, but the exciting thing is
It'll
that
crumble if opened. Yeah.
what's that?
That book will crumble if opened, like page turned a million times. It'll fall apart due to age.
Oh, it's just like a flyer.
Oh,
like
it's a piece of paper?
single-page
Gotcha.
advert, and
Okay.
it's missing sections of it. So we're gonna have to try to get it off. We're gonna have a professional that will take the plastic sheet off, and even if she'll tell us what to do, even if it's just putting a new plastic over that's clear because it's old plastic. But yeah, we have people that we do work with on a lot of this stuff. Any restoration that we do, we have people that in each area for everything, the hemp rope, everything we've got covered. And, it's important to make sure, because that's part of this is the restoration process. This thing is, what's the year on the patent on this is 1893?
Yeah.
1893
Wow.
on this.
And also, fun fact: the inventor on the patent is a woman. Her name
Yeah.
is
Sweet.
Heck
yeah.
yeah. Women in
Women
window
have been
cleaning.
involved in window cleaning since the beginning. They've been an active role in the innovation. The safety was a big aspect there.
Mhm.
You know, it was just
Nice.
they've played a major role. It's been amazing. But when you've seen this, and when you understand the tall building, and we've got this, and we've got the belts, we've got the 2 safety belts now. We're going to have 2 mannequins at the huge showing off the all leather belt, and then the second belt is with the rope. It's older, so that's got the rope. And so we're going to be able to display that because that will be ready. But I don't know if I even have time by the IWCA to get the entire thing ready. But then when you put the seat and the bosun chair with the rigging together with the belts, and you get a full perspective of what they actually endured back then, the equipment they had available, and then we can build a display around that idea, showing the building, showing people using these different pieces we've put together. So it creates more of a 3-dimension, but the
Four-part harmony.
of it. Then you've got those guys that talk about, out on a ledge when I just went out and hung out there, or sat on the ledge and shut the window down and kind of toweled up with their channel,
Yeah.
But that's not, we're not going to showcase that kind of stuff. I think we do have actually got some residential pictures like that we've collected, but on the buildings, the display that we envision is all the pieces and the story of the inception. How do you do? It's almost like I have to frame out a wall like they do the houses for the Christmas houses at the huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
And frame out a wall and actually put in some windows where these things can be represented. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like a false, yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
False wall, or yeah. I mean, but I don't know how you'd be able to transport an 8x8 wall or a fucking.
that's on wall building. That would be something that we make, and it's designed to come apart and put back together.
Yeah.
Everything just bolts together in place. I frame the wall, but then we just like ideally what you do is you get a banner made that you cut out the windows.
There you go.
And there's the building, rolls on, goes on, and then the pieces set in place. So if you have a 3-run building.
That'd be cool.
Like a building, 3 runs with
nice brownstone,
maybe however tall, but each the chair is in the middle coming down the length, and each of these are on the side. Yeah, but you're able to have a mannequin hanging off of one, a mannequin standing on the other. Yeah, like that.
I love that movie, by the way.
But
it's a good movie.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure it's in the DVD collection.
Great. Watch it. Everybody go. I have it. It's over here. I have it. Mannequin 2.
I bet. Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Not so great, but still great in its own way because it wasn't so great. If it was so great, it would not have been that great.
It would not have been that good.
No,
but it's
because
definitely.
You guys crack me up. Hey, Grace, I love your guys' work shirt. You guys look lovely today. How's Hunter doing?
He's doing good. Thanks for asking.
Send him my regards. Let him know I'm thinking of him. I hope you guys are doing well.
Thank you.
Will he be joining you at either of these upcoming conventions?
Not in Orlando, and we haven't discussed the IWCA Austin trip yet.
Make it happen. Make it happen. I'd love to run into him again. That would be awesome. And I think Austin would be a great Round Rock would be a great place to do it. Good time of year for everybody. So it'll be a good time.
Yeah, I think I'll have a better time convincing him for that trip than Orlando in August, to be honest.
Yeah. I gotcha. It's weather thing sometimes freaks people out. Yeah. I look at it like this. We're going to be inside the majority of the time. So I'm not really too worried about it. I know it's going to be icky, but there's lots of fun stuff to do.
Yep.
So it'll be a good time.
You know what? That's what I think I like about the idea of what are the Gaylord? Is that it? The Gaylord?
Yeah.
Because that inside is so climate controlled
and so massive.
And if you stay there and don't have to leave really for that hot weather, and I think that's an official hurricane center, isn't it?
I'm not sure, but I know it's their properties are absolutely lovely. And yeah, once you get inside, you can go 3 days and not step outside if you're not a smoker. So yeah, it's definitely easy peasy. The great properties. Sid and the gang do their research, and they make sure every place that they go or take the show to is up to snuff. Speaking of the Huge, we are still giving away a ticket at the end of the week. On Friday, we'll be giving away another ticket to the Huge. If you'd like to go join us, Deeds, myself, Grace, Craig, Freedom Window Cleaning is going to be there. Mike Matthews is going to be there. WCR and Zero, they're all going to be there.
Chad Weimer's going to be there.
Chad.
Yeah, you know what? Anybody that's going to the Huge, those of us that are going to be there, we know we're going to be there. Gather as much as possible. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, the trade show. Come hang out. That's what it's all about. We get this opportunity. There's those 2 days with the trade show, the classes, those primary days, Thursday, Friday, right?
I think those so.
I think so.
Fill your head full of knowledge. Everybody got busy, and I hope everybody got really busy. We got really busy. We had a lot of rain that delayed us the beginning of this year. It just kind of knocked our first quarter out because we had just too much rain. We had a little bit of ice in the beginning, and it turned into just rain and slushy mud and muckety muck. But it was a long wait for us to get going. But we had a backlog of clients, so we got busy. Heat wave came in last week. We nailed it. I was scrubbing houses, but I've got back and, there's somebody who's thinking that, when I did that, I hand scrub houses. That green brush? I know it's back there behind you, right is that it to the right, the sill brush?
No, right. But I have one in the shed. That's actually a...
yes. No,
you're talking to Deeds?
Oh.
That's a
No, the Zero Sill brush. That's it. Boom. Let me tell you this.
They're the same color green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love this. It's my new
I stick
favorite.
that on
mine's in my shed.
I stick that brush right there on my Zero Micro 2.0, and I actually spray. I went down the house, and then I spray Gladiator soap all over the house, and then I scrub it with that brush and let it dwell a little bit. Then I come back and I scrub it and rinse it. And it doesn't really take me that long to scrub a whole big giant house because I've been doing that since I was a kid with the brushes like that. It's the way we came up. We used to brush the house like that. But that brush right there, phenomenal. And if you ever, I don't know, if you want to stay in pretty decent shape, brush those houses. And it doesn't force the water, into the siding.
Hey, Craig, you want to hold on? I have a prototype of that brush. Hold on.
Now he gets that, but we got after the 4th, we slowed down. So I've been watching all the videos. Sheila Smelter, some huge videos with her, all those business videos they're doing. I'm trying to catch up on all those. I caught up on Gabe Squeegee U with Jessica, and I've got to catch up on with Corey for yesterday. Oh, there it is. But that's
this
like a dry brush right there.
I picked this one up when I was on my trip last year, and it's a proto of that silver.
So listen, here from back in the day, that right there, that angle on that brush, it's a tri brush. You've seen them in the garage. They have yellow bristles. Mr. Longarm, who went out of business a few years ago, they made a tri brush like that. That was for scrubbing boats and this and that and everything. The bristles were all different, but that angle. But it was perfect because you could get up like in the soffits where the soffit connects. And beautiful brushes though. But we get so busy and get behind because I don't have the cellular. But catching up on those huge videos, there's some gems in there. And Grace, do you kind of regret not taking advantage of more classes last year?
Yeah. So in a way to change that, I'm going to take advantage of the classes this year when we go.
You know what? I'm going to actually do the same. There's a few speakers that I'm going to get into this year. I haven't been to a class in like 3 years, so I figure this would be a time for me to go. We are going to have a John Kazmarin, who was a speaker in the past. He owns a power washing business. Like I said, he's been a speaker in the past. He's going to join us on the show coming up at the end of the month. We're also going to have Grant Fields from Thunder Lighting. They're always big at the Huge. We're going to have him on at the end of the month as well. So we're going to have guys who have been involved with the Huge in the past come on and talk about what their experience has been like. Also, other opportunities for businesses for window washers to expand in if that's what they're into. So yeah, John's going to talk a little bit about that. I think he also is an author, which is pretty rad. We're going to have some intelligence join us.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, Grant with Thunder Lighting too. So if anybody's, winter is just around the corner and Thunder Lighting's got, the hookup on the lights. So we'll talk to them and see if, ask some questions because I've considered getting into Christmas lights in the past. I've done it years ago, but I hated it because I wasn't organized and I didn't have the proper material. So we're going to talk to him a little bit about what it costs to get into it, the benefits of it, and how, I guess I don't want to use the word ease, but what it takes to get into it and, let window cleaners find out if it's something that they want to get involved in as well. So we're going to have some great talks with different vendors coming up soon. I'm really looking forward to that.
One of the things, I guess I could talk about both conventions. The things that excite me is you guys can pal up and go. Everybody right now that's going can work now. Look at the classes, the schedule, and then pal up. So you got somebody to go with, somebody to bounce off of. Sometimes you're more inclined to go if you're in a group setting and everybody's you can then gather afterwards and talk about it. And then that's where I'm why don't you guys all go? Because I'll have to be at the museum. She needs to be exposed to that more than I do. I'm
going to share a perfect example of that, right? So one of the reasons that we started doing the show too, and is the importance of the friendship, right? And explaining and letting people know how great that these conventions are in hopes of getting our friends to go to these conventions. Well, now we've gotten to a point where we're fortunate enough to get our friends tickets to go, right?
Yeah.
And like, so last year, Deeds and I are sitting out there and we had just met Chris from Freedom.
Yeah.
And
He is so awesome.
so we had a great time with him. And then Mike Matthews comes out, who I
Yeah.
had spent time with before. And then this year, Chris had so much fun last year that he bought his ticket last year for this year. And then this year he won a ticket. And now he gave his ticket to Mike Matthews. So now Mike Matthews is coming too.
Nice.
And it's like, this is the meeting time. This is when we get our opportunities with our friends. And it's so important that we do these. And if you can afford a ticket, buy a ticket. We still have, even though that the 4th of July sale is done, we have a code for $75 off if you want to buy a ticket to the Huge. Let me know. I think it's I'll get it so we have it. Let me see. Oh, I can't get it right now, but I'll get you guys a code for $75 off. And like I said, we are giving tickets away all July, every week through the end of July. I think we got 5 tickets to give out. I'm excited. So come join us. It's going to be a really good time. Do the classes too. There's always something that you can learn.
I think we would also like it for anybody that's going to the conventions. Please take pictures. And if you take pictures of the museum, send them to us because we're putting that into the website. Grace is doing that.
Yeah. Also,
Cool.
if anybody has pictures from the February IWCA convention that hasn't sent them over to me, please do. I'm more than happy to collect them, even if they're from past shows.
we want to be able to.
You have.
The museum, it's archiving everything we can, and why not all of the pictures from everybody?
Mm-hmm.
And we can actually take all convention pictures and probably put it in there because that is what we're about. That we're there at the convention. This is the experience, but we want to have a way to show folks, like you guys are there and went live, and that was awesome because that when I'm at home and I can't go in the past, one of the things that I always wished for was that periodic, almost constant connectivity too, like a live feed to the trade show, or like a roving trade show. People that you're a part of the action, and you just if you couldn't go, it's a thrill. But
they've got all of those drone companies. I wonder if one of them would be able to do a live feed of the trade show.
It's probably you'd probably have to have some rules and regulations to have something going on inside. And it'd be difficult to get people to sign waivers and shit, but it is easy. As long, depending on how the setup is, we can go do live stuff. We did a lot of. I like to do it outside because it's easier to hear. And sometimes when you get inside the showroom floor or on the trade show floor, it's super difficult to hear. We did a little bit last year, and I'll be looking forward to doing some more this year too. And it's just going to be a hoot.
Now, can I really quickly go back to something? The speed cleaning contest at the IWCA. I forgot to mention that when I was talking about that earlier. One of the things that excites me about that with the museum is last year, the dudes, you guys will remember his name, the Brazilian champion.
Brazil.
He gave me the shirt and the medal thingy, the thing. He came over with the medallion thingy, whatever it was, and didn't speak any English. We just communicated through window cleaner. You know what I mean? And it was so cool. And that's one of the things I'm so seriously looking forward to again, because when they came to the museum, now I can't be at the museum and that speed cleaning contest at the same time. But when he came over and then everybody started filtering back and talking about that, I'm like, my gosh, you're like putting 2 and 2 together. When everybody comes from worldwide to speed cleaning competition, It doesn't really, unless you're there to see it, which I couldn't be. You don't. I don't know.
So Craig, I've only caught at the last couple of them. I didn't see all of it the time before, but this year, Deeds and I sat for the whole thing. I mean, we walked away for about 30 minutes for a quick puff while they were doing some stuff, and then we came back. But it was awesome, and I can't say blown away because it's window cleaning, but it was a lot of fun. The atmosphere was hype. We were kind of ribbing each other and having a good time. The company that I was with, though, I mean, Deeds, Codrine, Corey, so I mean, Frank was there talking shit, I think, too. Like,
They had free beer, by the way.
Yeah, there was free beer flowing. Scott Aaronkranz was popping in and out, I want to say. It was a good time, man. Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
We were kind of just giving each other the business and like rooting people on. And then, Corey and Gabe did a tandem one. I think Deets and I are going to do one this year as well. I'm not really here for the speed thing, but it'll be cool to do the other one. It'll be fun just to kind of poke fun at ourselves too, and not take yourself too seriously. Like, if you want to do that too, that's fine. I don't really care. That's great. And I know that a lot of guys do take it serious, and that's cool.
Corey's won it in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go have some fun with it. I think we're probably going to maybe do some costumes or something. I don't even know, but it'll be a good time.
So okay, I don't know if we're allowed to do this. We get a video screen at our booth, because I won't be able to watch because I'm at the booth. And
Greg, you're overthinking it, buddy. It's at a different time of day. It's at a different time of night. You'll be able to make it. You don't have to be at your booth.
Trade shows going on.
No.
You'll
be able to make it. We'll make sure you make it this year, bro.
They just
wait a minute. That we had to load up. That's Grace has told me we were loading up when that went on.
We'll figure it out to where you get there, though.
Yeah, well, actually, you know what? Because it's weird, because the way we had it set up, we're going to change a few things, and hopefully it'll be way, way easier. And when we'll have Jessica.
Yeah, so
Jessica
will be faster.
Yeah, she won't be able to join us at the Huge this year as part of the museum, but all three of us from the museum are going to be there at the IWCA. So
cool.
It's like having two more people, even the stuff that I miss, like I really didn't get a chance to walk around and look too much other than when people were setting up, because I get so busy at the booth. But I'm like, man, I might be able to do a few things. But like when we go to the Huge, I would want the two of them to go to the classes, just
sure.
Grace can go for us and she can teach me. I can learn from her, but she can go, and it's more important that she gets that direct experience from any teachers. But the IWCA, that's the weird thing, because, when I think one thing that, like when we're setting up, there's so much going on when we're setting up and tearing down, and then in between we're always tweaking, because it takes us a lot longer to set up and tear down than every other booth, except for there's only like 3 or 4 that take as long as we do. Tucker was there, but they had an immense display.
Yeah, they had a really big booth.
Yeah, but a lot of things, and there were a few others that were there, but a lot of these guys with giant booths. The one booth, they had the biggest booth, but they were the first one out because everything they had was so technologically advanced, meticulously made to do this, do that, go.
Yeah.
Whoever their engineer is. So that's like my end is to be able to walk around and see each booth, how they set up and break down the function, what they use, and be able to kind of look at that and absorb that, the engineering side of it, but to help us be able to get going, but it's, to have an extra set of hands putting all those pictures up.
That's going to be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun, but I don't know. It's so strange to think about the different dynamics of all these different venues that we've all been to, from Nashville, where a lot of folks, this initial crowd, Nashville, Orlando, and then now there's going to be right there outside of Austin, which that's not far from Austin, is it? You know
No,
how.
it's a 20-minute drive. Yeah.
Because Austin's nightlife, if you're there, Austin's got the nightlife, and we'll have to check bands. If you're going down, check the concerts that are in town, and if anybody finds good concerts or anything, post them so everybody tag people, or share with doing deeds on here on Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, 8:30 to 9:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Nice plug.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? It's that connectivity, those things that we do. We're there. We like, if you guys like concerts now, like Deeds and I, people would be like, "Wait, Evil Dead the musical is in town." Boom.
Boom. There. I want the masked book. Yeah, book and skin. Let's see.
Hey, we got my wife and I. We got the Splatter Zone at Evil Dead the musical in Vegas. And that was the greatest thing. That's like, I don't know, you come up into my Trocadero Lounge. I got the posters to the bed. Oh, yeah, that. With the Evil Dead the musical. How can you go wrong with that's like, I don't know. It's, you got, I don't know. Nothing else. Evil Dead the musical. Just go see that. Zombie Burlesque, maybe, but,
you guys cracked me up.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you know what? It's about time we're about to wrap up the end of the show today. Happy Wednesday to everybody. You've been on the show. You've watched the show. You know what time it is. We give you an opportunity to send some shout outs and send some love. If that's what you like to do. First up, Grace, who you got?
I would like to say thank you to Jake Van Orden for giving me some advice on getting the nonprofit set up. I would like to say thank you to Jessica for being. Yeah, thank you to Jessica for being willing to be a part of the museum and help us out.
Or is it backwards?
I don't know. And then just thank you for the community for the support, because without the community, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
See.
So also big thanks to WCR, because they're our sponsor and make it possible for us to travel to these events. Also, I'm going to give a quick little plug, if I may. The museum is now able to accept donations via Venmo. On our website, you can find a link with the donate button. So if you feel so inclined, that would be so cool. It helps us be able to continue what we're doing.
Oh my gosh! On that note, really quick, just we're working on trying to give folks some stuff. Museum. How do you in the nonprofit world? How do you say merchandise? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's all museum stuff. So
awesome.
Yeah, so it
helps the museum.
Yeah, it helps the museum.
Yeah,
and we're going to be discussing with a professional nonprofit person. So I think we should thank that person, even though we haven't talked to him yet.
Yes. So thank you to Scott Aaronkrantz for setting up that connection.
Cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott.
And Craig, who you got?
Holy Moses. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, baby.
So each day we're going to pull the lever because I want to see if I'm going to get lucky. Let's just see. No, not almost. Today. I did not get my 777 today. I was wondering, did we get our weather report?
We didn't actually. I think he was busy working. But no, I do not have the weather report for today. Sorry about that, Ollie.
Well, that's all right. We spun the wheel of fortune, and it not today, but that doesn't mean we stop trying. And I want to send it out to all of you who just keep getting up every day and you don't stop trying. I'm going to keep trying to win that, but I'm going to keep trying to win the game of life for my own self. I'm hoping everybody keeps trying to win the game of life their own way. It's your life to live, folks. The ladies of window cleaning, any of you, please send us your yearbook photo if you are so inclined, because we would like to show you off to the world as well. Thank you so much for being a part of our industry and making us better, making us way better. Yes.
Thanks. Yeah. The fellas can still send pictures too, but we're also trying to amp up
Yeah,
the
but
ladies a bit.
you know, a shout out to the ladies who are joining us in this. Thank you for joining us in this. Truly, from the bottom of my heart. You know, window cleaning has been a male-dominated industry. It is dangerous. It is physical work. It is impactful to our body and our mind. Our families, they see this. Our loved ones, when we come home at the end of a week of a heat wave like some of us had, or others are out there and it's minus 25 and they got to go earn $1. And these ladies are out there with us and they're doing it with us. And they understand us and we understand them. We're connected that way. But thank you and much support to every lady that gets involved in this, the field work, the office work. It's not easy. They know it. But thank you so much. And just a shout out to window cleaners. As always, the flow is with you. It comes from you. Put it out, take some, and we'll put it out there and give it back too.
Yes, awesome. And thank you, Grace. Grace, for all you do. You know, you're huge in the and behind the scenes doing all this with the Window Cleaning Museum. You're also on the Squeegee Life podcast now, which is a great addition.
Thank you.
And, you're one of the highlights of women in the window cleaning industry. So thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
And WCR, we're not the museum. We would not be doing this without them. And yeah, thank you so much. You know, I don't know. What can I give you? Everything that is me. That's what I can give back to WCR for what they gave us to be able to do this, what we do. You know, I just, all I can do is just keep giving back. Keep giving back.
And that's how it should be. And I think that's what makes our industry tick and go. And that's what makes our industry so great.
And it's WCR that does the giving back that helps too. I mean, they do the daily giveaways, they do monthly giveaways, they do holiday giveaways. They pair up with, you know, business owners like Chris Eckstein just did a Zero Pole giveaway with his business, Freedom Window Cleaning. So WCR, Sorbo, Zero, thank you for all that they do for the industry with supporting our podcast, Your Window Cleaning Museum, and setting up connections and plugging us into the right people to help everyone grow and expand. So thank you to our sponsors, WCR, Zero, and Sorbo. Thank you guys for all you do, Craig and Grace. It's great to have you guys on. And it's always wonderful to hear what kind of stuff you guys are accomplishing and chewing off at the moment, because you're always like climbing to the next rung and improving. So you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Craig, Grace, thank you for being an inspiration to so many different people, and for what you guys give back to the community. Everybody's been mentioned. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to my guy, Bill Sloan, for holding it down for me. And I wish everybody a wonderful week. Tune in Friday. Not sure who we're going to have on yet, but we'll figure it out. And even if it's just Deeds and I, then it'll be a great show. Have a happy week, everybody. What do you tell them, Deeds?
Change your resin and make sure when you're cleaning glass to creep back like that to check your work.
Nice. I hope your passion buckets are full. Stay up, stay golden, and we'll catch you on Friday.
Bye, guys. Have a good morning.